How have you changed because of the experience?
I do feel more confident.
Yeah.
I do feel from this experience that I've been more not just introspective, but also kind of more applying what I learned
Yes.
to things. And even in talking to Jason, um, just kind of walking through feelings, I guess. Because I have a tendency, and he'll tell you that I have a tendency to just kind of go in within myself and just be in my head too much. And
Sure.
I've been expressing myself a lot more. So that was
Awesome.
good.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's amazing.
Uh-huh.
Now, what specific results would you say that you've walked away with because of the experience?
It is definitely the confidence. It is, I found myself, again, my mantra of the I don't give a fuck. So that was really, I know it's, tongue in cheek and all, but it really
Sure.
is, it really is like that brand on my t-shirt or your thing on your arm where I'm
Sure.
like, I keep going back to that. And also the goddess thing. When Jonathan kind of said I was giving off goddess vibes, I kind of latched onto that. I
Yeah.
joke about it with Jason,
Yeah.
but I do kind of mentally, I guess I'm taking on some of those characteristics of what people have said about what I am, who I am, or what I make them feel. So.
Awesome. So good. Super powerful. Now, what would you say you were struggling with before the event that's really no longer a struggle for you?
Seeing my worth, like I said, I'm able to express myself more and better confidently. And yeah, it's really big time, the confidence. And I'm still working on the whole self-love thing, but it's better than it was.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yes, self-love is just a continuous up-leveling journey. We just get more love and more love and more love and more love.
I'm working on it.
We're all working on that one. Now, would you recommend the experience to other peeps?
Definitely would. I would recommend it. I would recommend it, especially if you are one that struggles with feeling like you're not adequate or that you're not enough, because it definitely was powerful in that respect. The breathing exercises I enjoyed. I guess having the number of breathing exercises, not the 2.5 hour one though, but the other exercises, I'm finding myself doing those here more, not to the length that we did,
Sure.
but at least for a couple of minutes, I'll do it. So that's good. And I never did that. And if I do, I find myself catching myself now that if I find myself breathing really shallow, I'll take some time to deep inhale for a couple and exhale, and it's been good.
Awesome. Now, why would you recommend the event to someone?
I would recommend it for someone to be able to finally get in touch with themselves, to understand themselves, to be around other people or like-minded people who you can support and who will support you, so you know that you're not alone. My whole thing with the whole imposters club, feeling like you're an imposter, and you don't realize until you start talking to other people who you thought had it together. Not that they don't have it together, but had it together, like down pat, 100, 1,000%, and just knowing that they have insecurities, and that we're all going through an evolution constantly, and we all doubt ourselves. So that's one huge reason why I would recommend it to anyone.
Awesome. Now,
So
if you had a friend who was on the fence, sorry to interrupt you here, but if you had a friend who was on the fence and they're like, I think I'm going to come, I don't know if I'm going to come, and you had the opportunity to speak to them directly, what would you say to to that friend?
I would tell them all the same thing, because I'm not a huge, I would tell that person that I'm not one to be, I think you used the word hippie.
Yeah.
Not that I have anything against hippie anything,
Sure.
because I don't. But there's something to just that mindset, and just taking a step back. It's a little slower pace, and I think we're so used to going so fast paced. But I would recommend it. I would tell them that if they're really struggling, especially if they're comparing themselves to others, to use this as a way to take a step back, understand they're not alone, slow it down, and really connect with themselves before they can connect with their business and their clients and all that. It's awesome. That's what I would say.